Well, hello everyone and welcome yourselves back on in to Manor Lords, where we're chilling over in our second settlement. You'll see that I've just placed a few more houses, nothing exciting, and I just want to say welcome yourselves back in, and hello if you are new here, welcome, welcome. So we're going for just some singular houses here, and I've been talking with my friend Tacticat, and he's explained that actually it's 2 honey per day. So we can manage 2 honey per day, so you can technically build hundreds, so we can build loads. You can go up to 12 apiaries, I believe, to maximize, which is something like 700 honey per year. So keep that in mind. And we did get our first bit of regional wealth in, which we're upgrading this house here as well. So we'll make sure our veggie plots get the first upgrades. But the settlement over here is looking fine. We're just leaving that, and we'll get the new point soon. And then over in the main now, let me just talk you through what I've done. So I've created this as a marketplace and then just fully assigned families into these two to try and fix ale distribution, which it seems to be working a little bit. And we've got the overstock on stupid amounts. There should always be ale in here. It's just weird because they have ale in, but the people still sit around waiting. They don't actually work very hard, but it's fine. I'm hoping to get a couple of more of these tier 2s done, and then we should be fine. We literally just got to wait for that ale to go in. And then honestly, I think we just need to make sure we're buying in loads more. I also had some issues with that one what's it called, trading post. So I've remade it over here, and I'm reassigning people in now. We officially don't have any families for that. I'll just pause a few things up, and I just want you to see what we're kind of working with. So I'm going to up my fuel creation soon. You'll know that I remember I created this logging camp. I'm actually leaving that one paused, and we built another one over here purposely to try and work this one a little bit more. So we just want to work down all of these trees before we move on. Now, logs, timber and that isn't a problem over here, and I should be able to complete this one, if I'm honest. Should be able to commit our walls now to over here, so they'll build this one as well. And as these families come in, I can get them all committed into our trade workshops and stuff as well. So everything's kind of full, and all distribution's happening really well. But I want to say welcome yourselves back in, guys. I really appreciate you being here. I really do. Thank you so much for all the support so far. It's been incredible. Just pulling thousands of subs in literally a few days, and that has never happened before on the channel, so I do thank you so much for that. And honestly, I'm feeling like making the crazy size sheep empire. I cannot deny that it's quite funny just building loads of sheep, so I think I'll keep them going as well. And as I say, the smaller pots fit more in. So one of this size is, I'll give you an example, 22, and then that one's 13 and that one's 11. That's 24, and it's 2/3 of the size, if that. So build them small. They hold a lot more sheep. Oh, and the sheep will always go in the first pasture you build first. So they're always going to go in these ones first. Berries. And my next thing I'm going to do is turn up the woodcutter's lodge. I honestly just want to get more and more in. I've got to be careful with how we're assigning it, but I think I can go ahead and start reducing the logging camp. And here we go. I think I can finally, with this booze distribution, get some of these houses going. And I think that's close to our last ones. We're on 33% now. I'm going to keep the ale coming in. Just going to turn it up a bit more. And then over at my other settlement, I just want to talk to you over the farming plans that we have as well. So, this one, we're going to make an insane food hub, essentially. We've got a pretty big area all the way through this bit here and this yellow marker all the way through and all the way along here, which is honestly going to be a lot of farmland, and up here if we need to. So we're going to go for a lot of bread. Now, I did check the barley fertility. It's not very good. So we're not going to be doing barley. The only spot that's okay is kind of here. The red and yellow negatives. You want to only ever want to do it on the plus sign ones. But the point is we'll probably get our yarn from the sheep farms over here, and we'll trade it in for maybe honey or something else over here. And honey never spoils either. So it's pretty crazy. Pretty powerful thing. So we're just going to keep those kind of coming. I think 2 out of 4 is the optimum for these guys. Don't quote me on that. I honestly don't know, but I think it will help if we have the families that are assigned to apiaries that are also assigned to these. And we'll keep the hitching posts and things going as well. And as we get a few more in, I will just increase this, because at the moment it takes, if you didn't know, about a year for the foresters to kind of replenish logs that they plant. So it takes about a year for the trees to come back. And as we get more in, we will go ahead and do that. And then at the moment, the forager's hut, to be fair, once that's worked down, we'll free up that one. And trade post at the moment is only selling these guys. All right, back over at Maine, though, it is looking pretty gorgeous, isn't it? Look at this as we come down by the river. This one is filling out really, really nicely. And we can continue just filling this bit. I think I have decided this is like the cutoff, and then we need to build up this way. It will be really, really nice, and I'm really excited to get that one going. But the main thing today is to get the secondary done and just get this last point to make this the large town. So we've got 2 being upgraded there. It's going to be slow because we don't have the families right now. We will get more families in, though. And then we did hire up another spear unit, which we're going to try and max out as well. And then once these guys are maxed, I'm going to go ahead and swap these. Sorry, once these crossbow militia are full with crossbows, we're going to bin off this one and swap it for crossbows. And we do have full retinue, so we can start upgrading the retinue guys eventually as well. But at the moment, I'm just going to hold on to as much money as I can. And then we can buy in the armors. There we go. Yes, get that joiner shop up to tier 3 as well. We're almost there. We are almost there. And this town's going to look awesome when we get there as well. I'm so excited. And yeah, I filled out this gap. You can see I put the marketplace up to here. So we've got 9 more locations here. Which I just kind of wanted to fill this out. And we're already getting pretty full if we look at the marketplaces. So it takes into consideration all of them. You'll see. So they're like almost global. So it's pretty cool. We've got the 2 more over there, but I'm not going to use them until later. So these 2 here are going to wait until we do populate that side a lot more. For now, we're going to be continuing over this side. And we've got this whole section here to tree off anyway. I'm just going to let this kind of do its thing building as well. It's got a lot of goods to go in. It's almost there, actually. But here we go, look. The tier 3s. This settlement is huge. And let's just show you, we are 7 years in now. So things are moving very well. And we got another family over here. So what I'll do is try to increase now. But mainly, let's get permanently assigned livestock into these bad boys. And then let's... do we have enough? How many do we have? We only have 2, actually. So what we're going to want to do is take that one out of there. And then we're going to turn up the logging camp. And then we'll leave the one continuing to transport with the ox. You need those no matter what. And the church did finish off as well over here. So happiness is in a good place. We can really start to bring in some cash, which is slowly coming in. And we do have our first burgage plot level 1. So we need 1 more, which once we get planks is going to be here. Look how costly it is now. But that's going to be our vegetables as well. Not that we need them over here. The meat and berries doing really well. All right, let's go ahead and pause the forager's hut now. And let's gain that 1 extra person. And let's just start to build some apiaries. But before we do that, let's get a bit of a road going. I think I've got to be careful. I might do it through there then. Let's go through the middle. So I can use that as our reference point. And I kind of want to put it to our... That's silly. Let's go down to here and into there. Cool. So it gives us a bit of build room. Definitely going to go apiaries in here though. And then I can fit 1. Let's go there. Got another family to populate in that one. I'm just going to increase the wood production now over here. And make sure... I think firewood is absolutely fantastic. And honestly, food's pretty good as well. How's the leather? That is good. So we'll quickly just tan up the rest of that leather. And then when these planks continue to come in like they are, we're going to get more apiaries in. And I'm just basically going to stockpile honey. So I'm going to need to get these upgraded, which require stone. Some good news, though. Let's get a stone camp there. We have 120 there. It's going to be more than enough to do what we need to do in this settlement as well. So I'm going to leave that one for a month just to do its thing. We got enough room for families to move in and plenty of food and firewood. So I can just keep going with this one. And hopefully that's going to be the ale side of things. I don't know at what point I'm going to need another tavern. So I've been trying to work out how many taverns you need. You'll see I'm just hovering over the entertainment. So the barrels go up to like 22, look, and then they flick back down to 0 in the surplus. We do have 22 in, so it's reading it, and it's just gone down again. I think that's as there must be as they're moving it. All right, let's get the road down the back of here. And let's continue the expansion. So we're going to need some more meat as well, aren't we? I reckon I can fit them in there. a little bit further down. Hold on. Someone's not happy. There we go. Look at that. Perfect fit. So I'll have their back gardens into each other. And then I should be able to bring this down here now. What is it that's at 1 month? Food? What happened? We have loads in the marketplaces, to be fair. We've overstocked the marketplace. So ignore this indicator here. They are actually in the marketplace. It's just the berries. We'll be fine. Might try the packing station then. We'll do a bit of yarn for some... I might even be able to take some of the vegetables from the other side. That's what I'm thinking. When they grow, obviously. We have our tier 2s that we can do now, so... how do I want to do this? I think we're going to have more than enough meat for that. I'm going to test out some eggs here and see if we can get a big surplus. I have done this before, and you get quite a lot in, and they're pretty cheap to keep making, so we're going to go for the upgrade here. That should give me my first point. Booze will not be a problem over here, so I'm going to continue to upgrade them anyway. And then another one in the apiary. Back over in Tassendbrook. Let me see what we're working with. I've just realised I blinking left them in the forager's hut. We were worried about people here. We could have just took them out of there. That's fine. It's February. We should be okay. Money is cracking here, so I'm going to go into my retinue and just really start to upgrade them. Much cheaper to upgrade, 29. And I'll get them all into the black colour and wearing the same armour as well. It has to be done. There we go. We'll do half for now. I'll just keep hold of my money. And honestly, I can flip to one of these to slaughter if I want to as well. I see that we have a silly amount, so I could do that. I have grown a lot quicker than I probably should have, though. It's my own fault. And there it is. Well, Wildfeld has upgraded. So, what do we want to go into? I'm going to be real with you. The Housing Bakeries extensions are actually really good because it's twice as efficient. However, I don't know. I really don't want to have to spend a point into heavy ploughing, if I'm honest. Oh, I'm trying to think of what we can do. If we do make it a really big food hub, then orchardry would be the place to go. Yeah, let's do orchard. And then we can get in a couple of bigger houses with those bad boys as well. These are all going to be something else, I think. I think whether we want to make them the pigs or something, you know. As I say, I do want to keep the chickens coming. Oh, there it is, guys. The manor in the trees is done. I need to get these guys to cut this down. I have an idea. So this one, let's actually get this to come and cut these guys down. Because honestly, it looks a bit weird. And then I'm just going to pop 2 in there. Let's go 1, just to slowly cut it down so I don't forget. We're almost in March. The berries should be coming back momentarily. And then we got a whole lot of these to construct. And we need to consider the veg going forward. We're going to need a couple more veg houses. So let's prep some of these. I think in this gap here, we could probably get a decent 2 in here. We do need to get them up to tier 3, though. Let's just go for 2 veggie plots in there. And then these ones, as the things finish, we do need to make sure we give them the pigs. And then we got 26, so we can continue on our chickeny empire across here. Now, I know they're quite big, but it doesn't matter, I don't think. It should be fine. And honestly, I'd seen that the eggs are already coming in. If I just hover over, I think we need to continue to get these guys assigned at least. So let's get 1 of each, and let's also get them upgraded, so 1 at a time. And yeah, packing station is a must really soon. All right, making still some good money. How's that looking? Veg looking great. Meat still ticking over. Berries, we need to, again, get that back on. And probably worth us getting the herbs over here now. As I say, there's only 64 in there, so that's fine. And I'm going to continue on the good fight over here. I actually don't have enough regional wealth to go ahead and get these. But I'm partly tempted to just get rid of these. I don't need them. We're getting eggs. Screw it. And then, how many have we populated? I think we've got families in each. We've got plenty of room, but we got orchards, so we need to decide where we're going to put these bad boys. I think I'm going to have some nice big ones out this way. But houses going to be on that unit all the way along, I think. And let me just double check the farmland so we can come up to here. This is fine. Don't want to build there because that might be more farmland. Let's go orchards this side of this then. There we go. We'll just start the 2 there straight away, and as the cash comes in, hopefully into here. I need the chickens. You guys are still growing, aren't you? Look at this honey, man. Right, how are we looking over here? Right, we're back up to 2 months. Okay, berries propped us up and veg should start to come in now as well. All right, just unlocked a trade route for planks now. And we're looking good. I really want to be able to fit a 4th trade post in here. And honestly, I feel like that would be everything that we need. It's just not enough. Look at that. That is so infuriating, man. And if I moved the other trade post along anymore, that corner would have been in the way anyway. Oh, I can get another one here. All right, let's do it. Get an obscure shaped house that has land all the way through here as well. We'll work on that later. I've got 2 more here that we're going to make veggie plots as well. So I've just filled in this gap. So we've got plenty of housing ready for growth. And then they're going to be met with lots of food income as per as well. But this is looking good. The berries should keep us going for a while. Can't keep up on meat. So I think it is time. Well, hold on. Let me figure out how I'm going to do this. I think we say no to the salt. And then we'll say, let's try and hit. Well, we always slaughter, but we have to have a certain amount of sheep. So we got 100. And then how many lambs do we want? We kind of need lambs to grow up to make the sheep. So, or we only slaughter lambs from now on. How many spaces have we got? 265. We could always just turn this up to 250. Maybe 230. And then lambs. So we keep sheep. Let's try 200. And then lambs, we say when lambs hit 0, you can stop. But all other lambs can be chopped. So let's go get some meat. And they should give us that pretty damn quickly. They're really quick at doing the slaughter. So this should be pretty good. We'll see, though. See what they're doing. Getting an animal. Yep, they're on it. You get pretty good yield from them as well. So that will give us what we need. And then we can look at maybe expanding a 3rd shop here. The butchers, to be honest, don't produce that much. And then this one tavern just does not produce enough ale. We have it in. It goes instantly. It's bugging up and down, as you can see. It just goes from 0 to 27. Not sure whether it's just stuck inside our trading post or what. Nope, we've got 19 of them in there. I have no idea. But that's fine. And then back over here, we have 25 now, so we can work on... Honestly, is it 50 for an orchard? Yeah, we need those quite early on. We got more than enough food to prop up this region for a long time anyway. The eggs are coming in quite well, so maybe we get a couple more tier 2s. And we get some more chickens on the go, as well as an upgrade into tier 2. Everything else looks pretty fine. Only thing we need is the stone. So let's start the stone now until that's all gone. And then we'll work these up. I'm going to go for more people in these apiaries just to keep that going. Keeps those families free to do the other stuff as well. So there should be a lot of farming happening. And then I'm just going to get a couple more houses upgraded. Basically to get in income. That's the only reason. Just to get in some basic income here. There we go. So that'll give us another point as well. All right, how are we looking? I think, let me pause. Wildfowl got the already, yeah, that meat just bumped up massively. I think we do need those packing stations, and I'll do them from this side. So we'll send, I think, probably, yeah, it's going to be wool to yarn. We need more, what do we need here? We need more weaver's workshops. So we can actually go ahead and get one in there. We'll get one worker jumping on that one. I'm going to keep these guys free for a moment. Is that tier 1? It is. What's going on with those sheep numbers? That is not the numbers I set. Who knows? You're not playing ball, but I'll leave you to it for now. How's my planks? Pretty good. As I say, we're reselling those again. We need to unlock some more trade routes soon. Now, let me just think. Is there any other wooden-related trades we can do? We could obviously unlock wool. We have a fair bit of it spare. What about making more shoes? I probably need to. We've got 52 shops, actually. Let's take the shoes to 100. And then we'll say leather. Just use it until it's gone. Plenty of yarn. So just get those going. And then I should be able to unlock a shoe trade. It's pretty expensive, but I'm going to establish this. And we're going to say export. And for now, I think we're going to need... Let's keep 70. There's some pretty... That's not import. We need export. 8 silver. That's pretty good. So we'll see if that kind of brings us in some more cash. Worst case as well is we can create cloaks from the berries as well. I do need more veg to come in, so I'm going to need actually these families to fill in. So once this one's filled, we're going to get the next families into this one. Remove our archer unit in favour of another crossbow. And that will pretty much be our army. I'm just going to get straight 3, actually. That should be. I'm going to go 3 crossbow units this time. The reason I'm going to do that is because we're going to get retinue. We're going to get quite a lot of retinue to fight. So it should be fine. And yeah, still haven't decided. What do we want to do then? This next point. There's genuinely nothing I really want. But for the sake of it, we could go into charcoal. And deep mining couldn't be a bad option, to be fair. We could get infinite salt for the other region. 3,800 and then clay. Yeah, let's go down that tree then. Do something a little bit different. Let's get the charcoal burning on the go. And charcoal's actually worth a fair bit, so it's pretty good. And we got 33 here, so let's continue on the chicken vibes. Yeah, baby. And then as that stone comes in, I can go boom. The distribution may struggle on the large granary temporarily, but we're going to get that built as soon as possible. Now we got the 5 stone. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and get a couple more where I plan on getting, I think, a couple of double orchards here. I'm going to do... Oh, that's some really good sizes there, actually. Let's go full big there. And let me just quickly check this Emma. We are fine. We've got plenty of room. We'll get those going just to get more families in here. And then we'll go back across. Let's see. Generic storage full. Do I need this logging camp anymore? It's cleared out a fair bit. Yeah, I guess we can still chop into a lot of this area. We are officially in August again now, so this is going to be a bit of a struggle to get what we need again. So how's this looking? We did get a lot of meat from the slaughter, which is good. Hopefully we can turn those into sausages, which is really slow. I might have to go switching between, if that makes sense. So that should be fine. Hopefully our veggie farms get populated really soon as well. But we do have the ability to get our last 2 up to tier 3. There we go. That's going to be the point. Now, I don't know what to do with the point over here. So I'm partly thinking we just double the berries. It's going to tell me that that's empty. So let's get rid of that. There's one more work area that's empty. This one. So I can go ahead and pause that logging camp now. I think they've cleared out our manor house area, haven't they? Not quite. There's still a few trees in there, so you didn't do a very good job. They're still growing. We have a lot now in our coffers, so let's go ahead and upgrade the remaining. And there we go. All upgraded. I think we still have enough to pay him, which is good. That means I might even be able to get... I could just grab these. If I just grab these, so they can't have them, can I have them? Like, I don't know. Can I get them to, like, just garrison over here? I might just leave them in our settlement, though, for now. Put them in the walls, you know. But we'll have those wayward sons just kind of chilling for us. We'll keep them. They're really cheap. So we'll grab those in. We can afford them every month anyway. And did somebody say chickens? Yes, they did. Right, we have the tier 2. We're still pretty happy over here. I think I need to start buying in some more ox, though. And then probably getting in some better trade routes, if I'm honest. We don't have the population yet, so they will be coming. And my main settlement has leveled up. And we're just going to, I think, I'm looking and I can't see at what point we can make anything worthwhile with this last point over here. Because I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's our last point. The only other one would be just getting the free hides, maybe. But I think this one would be better just to sustain us for a bit longer with the population size. So that will take this to 256. So those will effectively have double the berries. So it'll keep us through the colder times. At the moment, the meat's going to keep us going because the lambs. Only problem is we have slaughtered the sheep down, now that I think about it. So we're never going to have more in anyway. So I'm just going to say stop slaughtering them, right? Let the lambs grow up so we can actually get our sheep numbers up. Because at the moment, they're not going to, right? But there we go. We do have these to give us a veggie in as well. And we're going to need them first to tier 2. Now, how many have we got? 54, and we've got 2 wells of 60. So we've still got enough water, I think. We should be on 100%. But we do need to consider that for the next one. Well, for the next few bits of growth anyway. And honestly, let's just chill out. I think our wayward sons are on their way in now as well. Hello. They're really good, actually. Good units. They're like armoured archers. They come in really handy for the fights. So, yeah, pretty good. Still waiting for these houses to be built, so I need to consider what we're doing here. Just going to pause one of those. I need to buy in another ox as well. All right. Did I open the trade route for that? For the firewood? No. Right, it's 3. Let's go ahead and open it. Let's get those guys in. I could probably do the same with trade as well. In all fairness, let's keep 40 planks for ourselves, and then we'll open that trade route as well. I'm trying to think what I can do here to make it work, but actually I could just get more people going. We just got to wait for the more families. Obviously I could pause a couple of these apiaries. I don't think we necessarily need to worry too much about them for now. The main thing is getting this cash in to get these going, right? So I want to be able to pretty much get Sawpit going with its own oxen inside. Alright, growth is good. Now, farms are being populated. Cool. Alright, we're in November. I think the numbers are already going down. Don't think we pulled as much veg as I'd like to here. Although, we do make enough money if we wanted to buy some in. So we could do trading the food from the other settlement, and that would make us some more money over there, actually. So we could import from our own, but we'd have to, it doesn't matter, see, we can say, let's buy 20 from there. And then let's go back over to Wildfeld. If you didn't know this kind of way of doing things, you can, by the way, guys. It's a good way of doing stuff. We can get another one in, and then we can say export. And we'll say we only need to keep 60 here for now. So we don't mind trading to the other one. And then as the families come in, we'll ramp this up. And it only costs 3. So we'll be importing into trading is what we'll call it. So I don't even need my thingies. And then we'll barter with the other ones afterwards. But we've got 86 here now, so I should be able to get my first orchards on the go. So we'll start with that one. We have space for families, so let's get these expanded. And honestly, I'm going to get in more chickens. Though we already have a surplus of 26 eggs. Because we have such a variety now of food, it actually is going to work out really well. And we're going to end up with loads of honey and eggs. And veg, for that matter. And then the other side of it is to unpause the apiaries and just slowly get those in now as the population increases. Farms are going to be later on. 2 things we need, though. We need another one of these bad boys, and then we need to get horses afterwards. So I want to get to 5 or 6 of those. That should help speed things up over here a little bit. But that's looking good. And then the moment we see honey start to show its face over here, we know our trade is working. So that should be good. Right. Is that the wall? Yeah, we need to get this pumping now. Maxed out Weaver's Workshop. And we should see more sheep start to grow up as well. Honestly, feel like it's time to get another woodcutter's lodge as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Get one here. I'm going to get them just to carve all this in, to be honest. We have a serious amount of logs and timber, so I don't even know. Feel like, I think we're fine, but I want to get more of that stuff in anyway. We're making a hell of a lot of money, so we're good. We can afford all of this. So we really can start to get in the armor soon. But as I say, I'm taking my time and I really want to just get in all of the crossbowmen first. So what I might do in the meantime, well, firstly, we're going to have to up the beveraginis. Let's go to like, I don't know, 35. And then the metal parts, we'll also get those coming in. So let's go up to 8. Let's get a few more of those going. Then over here, I just want to see what's happening. They've got the honey in. Perfect. So all we need to get from over here now is start to get in some horses. So they're going to be able to trade that over nice and quick. And then the rest of our coin will go into these. But whilst we wait, let's go ahead and get another apiary going. And let's just keep the honey coming. Then one of our next jobs over here is going to be the manor house and a second lot retinue. But for now, this is how we want to play things. It looks good. Thinking about it, what would be a very sensible thing is to turn off honey in our marketplaces. The reason I want to do that is for the wastage. So we've got enough vegetables, enough eggs, enough meat, and we will have enough berries as they keep coming in to supply our houses over here. So honey will be exclusively used for exports only. And then the rest of the guys over here, we can make sure the trading post starts to get bumped up as well. Now, logs and timber are good, so I don't need to worry about any of that. And then the next purchase, I can continue on with my eggs. Now, I think is that whole row. Tassenbrook is low. I know. It's fine. This year we have everything we need. Let's check it from this angle. We're living off all of these slaughtered animals as they grow up. But we do have plenty more veg spots this year that will be contributing to this, plus the honey that should be coming in really, really soon. All right, we have enough. Let's go ahead and get another ox. And then that leaves us with 38 to get another thing in. So we've got our orchards ready to be worked on. I think, well, what do we have? 104, 23 eggs. I need to just save. And then no spare houses, so we also need even more. My only problem is going to be spoilage, right? So we need to make sure we're actually selling them. How many houses do we have? 20. Or I forget, I think the well is not going to be distributing. 75. We need to upgrade our well before we get our next houses in. Saving that spot for a granary here, but let's continue on. So I'm thinking to keep the whole orchard thing going. And you can get some pretty good sizable ones like this. If I go down to 2 doubles there, that's an insane orchard, isn't it? And then as we buy in, we should be okay to continue on. Could mix this up, get a few carrots in. Let's get one more carrot in there. Maybe do 2. We'll do 2 vegetables and then the orchards across here. And let's go back over to Tassenbrook. Hopefully the berries and stuff should be coming in like crazy now, and all the veg. Perfect. So we got a yield. I think our next port call is going to be, before we upgrade these, is going to be even more veg. So we have a nice slot down here. I think it's time that we utilize this for one house. And I think it's best served that way. Like so. So we'll get another veg plot there. And as the berries get up and grow, we should be fine. Hey, look at that. Ale's distributing well. Beautiful. Well done. So all that extra coming in is working out well. We have a lot of cash now, and I'm just going to let this keep going up. So when we get our next retinue, we should be fine. I'm just looking at the overstock right now. It should be okay. That's good. Fuel kind of fixed itself as well. And as I say, these ones, the tier 1 farms, they do in fact need to be tier 2 for the storage. And then we'll get in you and expand you. And then if we can get some of these to tier 3, we'll be in a good place, because that's more storage of the carrots or the vegetables as well. All right, we have enough for more orchards now. We've got enough for 1, at least anyway. So we'll keep that going. These are going to become tier 2. And then 44 to play with on the next ones. Let's also get that one to tier 2 for the veg. We're going to see just stupid amounts of food over here. Thinking about what to get in for the clothing. And we definitely need to take the yarn from the other side. So I think, honestly, for ease of access, we're going to go for our very first packing station. And actually, I rate the packing stations. A lot of people aren't too fussed, but I think they're really good. So we've got a direct from this road here. So it makes sense for the packing station. They do a lot of traveling, so you've got to be careful. I'm actually going to put them here, just so I know where they are. Let's get 2. And then hopefully I can get in a couple of mules. How much space do I have? Plenty of stable space. And then I'm going to now hopefully, well, just check. Ale's still coming in, but I'm going to keep trading in even more now that our money is good. So let's keep bringing it up. Let's take it to 40. That's more than enough for our houses per month. So hopefully we can keep that going. Honestly, we filled the families in very quick over here. We need more. Man, we could go veggies then. How do you guys keep filling up so quick? I'm leaving this section for apiaries though. So it kind of just makes sense to chuck in a few here. Don't want too big, if I'm honest. Quite happy with that, actually. 3 of those. I'm doing these with no rhyme or reason, and I'm just making this a crazy distribution center. So, first pack station, second pack station. So we're going to need to obviously get mules assigned. We'll get our first ones in. But what we can do is start. So, number 1, we're going to send over yarn. And we're going to go ahead and receive carrots or vegetables. So the barter value is pretty decent. We'll go for that. Hopefully we can get in more of those. If we had the livestock trading post, we can make that work. But in a couple of months, we'll have these anyway. And then we need to make sure that we've got people assigned to them. Honestly, let's make sure it's assigned to this one first. Let's pause that one. And then we'll get honey over as well. Until those horses come, pretty screwed on the honey front. Now, I'm not sure whether we... this hasn't changed, right? So I'm not sure. Going back to rest, if I look, I don't actually see them doing their thing. Do I have to open the trade route? It's NA this side, but it doesn't say NA this side. So that's just for the free merchant, right? And they wouldn't have put it in if that was the case. So I just need to make sure these guys are actually doing it. We'll get in the second horse because I think it bugged. We'll get the second one going. Hopefully we can get that on. If not, we'll just do it through the packing stations from the other side without money. It's fine. There we go. We can get our second mule in. Looking good. I can get this one going as well. Why not? Let's just unpause it. We have enough people in, and then we'll just go in and we will send... What do we want to send? We could send shoes. We could make more. We get more than enough hides and leather. Let me check how much we have spare. Yeah, we do. So, there's no, like, stopping this. There's no limit in here. That's the only downside. Is there anything else we could send? What do we do here? Yeah, I'll do shoes for now in exchange for, well, what do we want to do from there? Let's do for the honey. I think that's fine. The barter value is insane on that, though, to be fair. But we'll see. We'll see if we start to get it in. And then if the trade posts don't work over here, that's fine. All right, it looks like they're officially trading it. I'm just looking. It does look like they are. So let's go over to Ott over here. What do you have? Ignore the seizure-inducing thingy there. Let me hover over trading. I think he's on his way to ours. So he's bringing the honey. It just took a little while, so we should be fine. Well, we'll know when we see the honey in, right? Yeah, I think this is the right play, and then we can get another one in soon. The shoes, though, we'll have to make sure we get enough leather in to keep on top of that. We may just have to switch this one to yarn as well, because we have crazy amounts of it, and it doesn't seem to be going down even though we're selling it. So I might swap this for yarn again, because we're going to need the yarn to keep them happy over there anyway, right? Yeah, let's do that. We'll be very sensible with it, and then let's get in the first mule for that one as well. And then back over here, hopefully we can continue to say hello to our honey and our goods. So let's get 2 more orchards on the go. They cost a bit, but that's fine. We'll get those expanded. And then as we're trading in the vegetables, we can also get those going over here. And honestly, they're cheap. And this will be all of our surplus people that we can get in. And then in the meantime, we'll go ahead and build up a few more apiaries. Now, I'm going to just, well, firstly unpin that. And then I'm going to bring this down here. And then that means I should be able to, it's not perfect, but I should be able to squeeze. Come on. Are you kidding me? How can you not fit there? I have a better idea. I knew I could fit them. There we go. Perfect. Now you might need to obviously go over the road again. It makes it wider, but that's fine. We'll get in a few apiaries. We will populate them. We have plenty of people to go ahead and do that. And then, as I say, these ones are... I think we'll go for orchards once again here when we've got enough as well. I'm very happy with this second settlement, actually. We've all of a sudden just kind of exploded it in the food region. Look at it. It's crazy. And those eggs, man, because we've got so much of the other foods. The eggs are just coming in well. All right. So that's where this one's at. It's looking pretty damn good now. It's growing nicely. What population do we have over here? 99. So we're officially almost 100. And then if we hop on over to Tassendbrook, we are now on 81 over here. And I think our berries have seen better days. But we will officially have some honey and stuff going through. Let me check. What are we working with here? I think just the generic stuff here. We do have some sausages and stuff, but hopefully our pack stations will be doing their job. They are transporting. One over here. I'm just going to hover over him. Obviously, he's got to walk. Transporting vegetables. There we go. We don't have the mules on these guys just yet, but that's fine. Thank you for your veggies. Jakub is also doing the same, and Anna also doing the same. So all three are doing their job. I'm just going to quickly speed it up because Anna's actually here. I think they have to go... I think they go to the trade post, though. Not quite sure. Either way, we're earning some serious wedge here, so we're fine. Alright, guys, that is going to be the end of this one. I've just heard the bandits come in, but as always, really appreciate your time. Thank you so much, as always. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do that. Hit the thumbs up for me as well. It's a massive help. And I hope you're really enjoying this one as the settlement just becomes pretty big, to be honest. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.